Oh, nope. Hell no. Jumping in, I'd been given a jungle biome as my spawn. I absolutely hate jungle biomes. I just think they're too big. But if I was going to start this world out right, I needed to start somewhere. Now, with my crafting table and the right amount of resources, I could start to make my pickaxe, which would get me stone. Now, with stone, I'd finally start to be able to protect myself against any mobs coming my way. Now, finally having my sword, axe, and pickaxe, I decided it was time to venture somewhere, find the perfect base spot, if you know what I mean. Although I did get a little distracted, deciding that this would be a good point to make a pit stop and get a few more resources before going out and exploring. I hate skeletons. I hate them with my life. Now with that rather inconveniencing skeleton out of the way, I could get back to travelling to find the perfect space for my, hopefully, permanent base. Not too far in the distance, I saw a few sheep and realised my food sources were quite low, so I did do some rampaging. It didn't take me long before I found this ravine, which wasn't too far from spawn, to be honest, but from the surface, up at the top, I could see that it was looted with iron. So I made this my temporary base, just so I could gain a few resources and protect myself better. Hopefully to gain enough iron to make a full set of iron armour. Now, with night passing and this being officially day 2, I decided I was going to go and find more iron. So, looking around this ravine, I saw a big cluster at the top. However, I was able to miss the massive hole in the floor, and I dropped straight down. Being shot by another skeleton, now you can see why I hate skeletons. But I dropped down the hole from where I died and quickly gained my inventory again. climbing back up from my death, I was met by another mob, this time a creeper, which the blast wasn't necessary, was it now? Checking around to see if that skeleton would shoot me again, I looked around before climbing back up to the top and going to that iron cluster which I had spotted before. No matter where I looked, I could still hear him in the corner of my headphones. Now I nearly had a full set of iron armour. Even though I had enough iron for my full set of armour and plus an extra shield, I went further into the caves looking for even more, which for me isn't unusual, knowing my big ego. So I played the game everyone who plays Minecraft loves playing, getting lost inside a cave for about half an hour. Like, why do we even do that? Especially when we open a brand new Minecraft world. This trip back down into the cave did not go to waste. Even though I did get lost for half an hour, it did result in quite a lot of iron, which I was then going to smelt down into iron ingots and have no idea what to do with them. Going deeper, I was able to reach Deep Slate, which I was surprised by. I swear, while mining, everywhere I went within these cave systems led me straight to a mob. To be honest, I didn't expect this many. Like, first, these zombies, which would not leave me alone, by the way. Which I ended up defeating because I'm just like that. I'm not good at PvP between players, but I am good at fighting my mobs. However, later on, and going further in, I was met by more skeletons, which by now you can tell I despise them. Like, and a second skeleton popped out of absolutely nowhere. There, done. I got rid of them. Don't need to deal with them anymore. So, I up and left. I left the caves and I was going to dip. But, just as I got out, I was met by, yep, you got it, even more mobs. This time, zombies, which, leaving the cave, I would have thought I'm mob free. But no. Minecraft, on the other hand, had a completely different idea. So, heading back to the temporary base I'd made beforehand, I collected my furnace, bed, crafting table and chest. I figured out which way would be the best way to get out of here. I decided to jump and climb up the side of this edge, which, as I grew closer and closer to the top, I could start to hear the growl of another zombie, which, can they just leave me alone at this point? I don't need this stress, especially with about 3 hearts left. This nearly wiped me out. If I wanted to even try and go for the skeleton, it was literally 2 blocks between me. I really needed to regen a few of my hearts. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. That didn't go how I thought it would. Right, there is a skeleton above us. I just need to regain a few of these hearts before I even attempt. And finally, with that mob gone, I could finally leave. I could leave this ravine for good. But that means it was off time to travel again, which I was quite excited about, as one of my favourite parts about Minecraft is just being able to go in a random direction and not knowing what you'll find. I realised in that cave I used up pretty much all of my logs. So yet again I made another pit stop to regain more oak logs. And I needed some way of being able to make a boat, which I was going to use to travel. There was lots of water surrounding, so I kind of needed to make one, as I don't think my hunger would be able to let me swim all the way. Now with my boat made, I could finally sail the 7 seas of Minecraft. Which, I'm always hesitant with riding my boat, because especially when I'm trying to record, I know that when chunks load in, it can get very laggy. But this was a nice moment, even so. Eventually, I found a village. That was perfect timing and I did not mean it. Right, let's do a quick of a bit of reading. See if there's anything useful I can use. I really hope there's a saddle, because right, there's nothing, won't be anything in there. Nothing. Oh no, there is something. Bundle. Oh, I do love a good bundle. Potato. That's something I'm going to keep, potatoes, because they are useful. Right, let's see what's in here. Nothing. Actually, no. Yeah, there isn't a chest behind there. Right. Oh, there's the golem. Let's stay a little bit clear of him. Books. Don't need books right now. No, right now. Went in that one. Right, don't need anything from there. There's nothing in there. Oh, I saw a blacksmith, hold up. There's a cat, I want a cat. Anything? Oh. Bundle, right, so I'm just gonna put, so food is going in there. I guess wood and stuff is going in there. Right, that's all that. I can leave my 2 pickaxes there. After spending the night in this village, I decided to repay their kindness by stealing a few of their hay bales, which I knew later on would easily supply me with bread and wheat to come. Let me use the axe to cut down all their hay bales. Right. Did I just check those out? I can't remember if I did. Oh yes, because that one had the brings on it. Yes, I had checked those. Now I was done with the hay bales, it was time to go for the seeds. Once again, I picked another absolutely random direction and just travelled for absolute miles. I sped this section up because I thought I'd save you the time, so you didn't have to watch a 10-minute video of me just sailing in a boat trying to find absolutely nothing. No, come here. No, you! Oh! I don't. And here we are, another distraction from the proper task at hand, making me unhappy as hell. I'm more of a dog person when playing Minecraft. I see loads of people gaining cats when they first start, but my preference is dogs. There's some pigs. Let's keep going. There's another village, yes. Fish. I have fish. Did I get the fish? No, I didn't get the fish. I want the fish. I did want the fish. Yes, and it hadn't taken me long to find another village not too far from the one before. But this one had a strange spawn. Like, this house right here. It had no floor right underneath the door. So I kinda had to make a sneaky little hole through the window. To be completely honest, this village, it looked massive, but didn't really have anything. It was just kinda empty, which I kinda expected more, as you can tell. There was barely any chests, and I looked through every house. I found this pair of houses sat on the side of the hill. Now, I expected them to have something completely different in, but, of course, Minecraft being Minecraft, that wasn't the case. When I come across villages like these, it really makes me question Minecraft, right? Because how can so many people love a game, or like, how can a game get so popular when you have like spawns where you'll have like floating mountains? Like, what behind the psychology actually makes people go, yeah, I love this game because of how funky it is with having floating islands or like floating houses that just happen to spawn naturally. But going to bed and waking up again the next day, it was time to resume our one goal of the video, which was finding the perfect place to have our permanent base. Let's have a bit of a look. Oh, the rabbits, right, okay. Me being me, and seeing a bit of water at the bottom of a hill, I did the most Minecraft thing you can ever do, is land into a pool of water to try and escape damage. Right. But as you can see, that didn't work. I'm not gonna make it, am I? And neither did the second time. But hopefully, third time's the charm. But when reaching there, I chickened out, in fear that 5 minutes had gone by and I would lose everything I'd built up. The only thing I noticed missing from my inventory when I opened to take a look and put on my armour was one of my bundles. To be completely honest, I spent way too long looking for this singular bundle, which I don't think it even had anything important in it. So I could have easily dipped and left. Let me go to the top of this. being delusional. Where did it go? Because it hasn't been 5 minutes yet. Or I don't think, at least. Oh, it's there. Right, let's put all of my bundles. Right. There we are. I don't know why, but I do like the look of that. Liking the look of that mountain, that turns my goal. I decided that is where I was going to build my base. Right. So I did the massive task of trying to climb it. Oh, it's with the dripstone. Oh, I do love dripstone. You climb to the top of this. I don't know how, but somehow I'm able to make hill and side cliff climbings the most awkward and difficult thing ever. Like, they shouldn't be this difficult. However, reaching the top brought me a rude greeting.
Oh, nope. Hell no. Hell to the no. 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 Leave me alone. Nope. No way, no how. I'll leave and you leave me alone. Oh, fuck. To the hell to the nah. I ain't going nowhere. Go away. Leave me alone. From the hell. Oh, hell no. I am not okay. I just want to go. No. Is he still there? Is he still there? I really.
So I healed up and I just climbed the next mountain along. That seemed like my next best option, as I really did like the scenery around here. This is where I wanted to build my permanent base.
Up we go. I was right. This is the right hill. The other hill? Hell no.
So, with this exact biome in mind, as I do love a good cherry biome, I made a quick starter house to confirm this spot as where I wanted to live. This was going to be the start of the new Minecraft world. Finishing up the house and furnishing it inside with our trusty crafting table, furnace and plain white bed, I added the very iconic oak window. Now, with our house finished, I can finally end it here. So I hope all of you enjoyed this video and can subscribe to the channel to help the community grow. And make sure you hit that notification bell, because otherwise you'll have no clue when a new video comes out. And ta-ra from me. I'm Eggsy, and this has been Restarting My Minecraft World. Ta-ra.